Okay, and we're back once again with King's Quest 1, or rather the AGD remake of it. So I guess I just carry on walking around. King's Quest, it struck me just as I was thinking about how I was going to start this video and what I was going to do in this video, that King's Quest is sort of one of the original sandbox-style exploration games, in the sense that many places have tasks that you can perform, but you can kind of do them out of order, so you can pretty much just go wherever you want and perform the tasks in whichever order you want. And as time goes by, just like in other sandbox games like Grand Theft Auto or whatever, as you start to clear out the map and do the things that you need to do on the map, then you start running out of stuff to do. Like you revisit a lot of places that you've been, but there's nothing left to do there because you've already done what you need to do there. So let's go ahead actually and grab a carrot now.
You pluck a plump orange carrot from the ground.
And
this looks like an ordinary carrot.
And I guess it is. But let's go ahead and do the thing that we need to do with the carrot now, since now is probably a good time to get started on stuff like that. So we found the river here, but before we can cross the bridge, obviously we need to find the goat. I say obviously under the assumption that most people know how the game... I really doubt that anybody's watching who doesn't know... Oh. This wasn't really what I wanted.
Gentle Sir Graham, I am your fairy godmother. Your quest is indeed noble. What little aid I can offer you is this protective magic spell, effective for but a short while. I shall be watching over you, Sir Graham.
I didn't really want to waste the fairy godmother's spell, just in case I want it later, but I don't really need it. I never use it anyway, so I guess it doesn't really matter. I was just going to say, I don't think there's anybody really watching. Is there anybody watching these videos who doesn't actually know how the King's Quest games play out, like who hasn't played the original game through to completion years ago? Because I realize I might be spoiling some things if there really is anybody who's never finished playing the first game. But let's see. So we need to show the carrot to the goat here.
Nothing happens.
Okay, I probably clicked on the wrong place.
Very clever. You tempt the goat with a carrot, and he begins to follow you around. You've made a friend.
Oh, that's cute. One thing I just want to say at this point, I know I keep harping about how I dislike the lack of a parser here, but one thing that was in the original King's Quest 1 was you might instinctively want to give the carrot to the goat, but if you type give carrot to goat, then the goat just eats it, and that's it, you've lost your carrot. I guess you can go pick another one and try again, but what you have to actually do is type show carrot to goat, so not actually just hand it over to him, but sort of hold it in front of him and tempt him with it so that he follows you. But in this game, because there's only one thing that you can do by clicking the carrot on the goat, that puzzle, I mean, it's not much of a puzzle, it's kind of a mini puzzle if you want to call it that. That puzzle is completely subverted because there's no way to do multiple things with clicking the carrot on the goat, unless the game prompts you and says, what do you want to do, what do you want to do to the goat with the carrot? But the game probably doesn't want to ask that because I would probably give the most obscene answer possible. Anyway, let's go ahead and... Now the goat is following us because we have tempted him with the carrot. Let's go to...
You had better wait for the goat, or he may not follow you.
Okay, well, is he going to follow me? Okay, thank you. And let's see, I'm just curious, can I...
The goat, trotting briskly, seems happy to be with you.
Aw, that's cute.
Why? The goat seems to be following you quite nicely.
Now, again, the game seems to have made some assumption as to what I intended to do by clicking the hand on the goat, but what verb was implied, I have no idea.
The goat is not much for conversation.
Oh well. The goat is a bad conversationalist. Okay, here we go. And this is obviously where we need the goat.
As you start to cross the bridge, a huge, hulking troll stomps into view and blocks your way.
Yes!
It's a well-known fact that goats hate trolls intensely. You move aside and let the goat take care of this wretched, nasty troll.
I'm not sure that's a well-known fact,
The goat
but
lowers his head and runs straight for the troll, butting him right off the bridge and into the river below. That's the last you'll see of that troll.
and I still find it amusing the way the goat just leaves after that. Doesn't the goat still want his carrot? No, he just decides, okay, well, I butted the troll off, so I'm just going to disappear forever now because I know that I'm no longer needed. I forgot about that carrot already. Anyway, okay, let's go ahead and save here. Got rid of the troll. And
You see a wizened old gnome sitting in front of his house, whittling.
whittling.
Now, what in the world would you do with a gnome?
Oh, you don't want to ask me that, sir.
This hole, hollowed into the side of the tree, is the entrance to the gnome's home. It's too dark inside to make out any details, and the gnome probably prefers it that way. You weren't invited into the gnome's house.
All right, fair enough.
This is the gnome's spinning wheel. This is a pile of gold. There is a small pile of straw here. It would not be polite to steal the gnome's pile of gold.
Who said I want to steal it? Maybe I just want to examine it.
You won't need any straw on your quest. You do not need a spinning wheel.
All right, let's talk to the gnome.
Welcome, Sir Graham. I've been expecting you. I have something that will be of great use to you. But first, Sir Graham, you must answer this riddle. I'll give you 3 guesses. What is my name?
Okay, now we can type something in. I guess the game didn't want to give a click pad where you have to click on each individual letter in order. So, yeah, this puzzle again. In case anybody doesn't know, I'll explain how this puzzle works. So, you remember we got that note from the witch's house where it said, the note reads, "Sometimes it is wise to think backwards." That's where, this is where that is, this is what that's a reference to. So, the gnome is very obviously a reference to Rumpelstiltskin because he has that spinning wheel. He's a gnome with a spinning wheel that turns straw into gold, right? In the original King's Quest, you had to actually write the names, the gnome's name using an inverse alphabet. So, for example, if you don't know what an inverse alphabet is, what I basically mean is, for example, A, B, C would become Z or Z, Y, X. So basically, A becomes Z or Z, B becomes Y, C becomes X, and so on through the entire alphabet. That's an inverse alphabet. And if you maybe translate's the wrong word, but if you convert, if you will, the name Rumpelstiltskin using an inverse alphabet so that you turn A into Z or Z and B into Y and so on, then Rumpelstiltskin becomes, it's kind of sad that I can still remember this by heart after all these years, Rumpelstiltskin becomes Iffenkofhygger. So this was the correct answer to the question of what is the gnome's name in the original King's Quest. In the remake that Sierra themselves released some years after that, sometime in the 1990s, they simplified this puzzle and made the gnome's name just Rumpelstiltskin backwards. So you didn't have to use the inverse alphabet, you just wrote Rumpelstiltskin backwards. So it would be... would Rumpelstiltskin backwards? I don't know, you can write it out if you're curious. I mean, it's not that hard to figure out, right? Somebody mentioned a couple of videos ago, this remake by AGD is based on that updated remake by Sierra, so I actually don't know. Did they retain the original gnome's name, or did they use the somewhat updated, simplified gnome's name? Let's find out. Let's guess. Let's see if he takes the original name, Iffenkofhygger.
That's right. Outstanding. I didn't think you were that clever. As a reward for your sharp intellect, here are some beans. They're no ordinary beans, but it's up to you to find out why. Somebody as smart as yourself should have no problem at all. Well, step over here so I can give them to you. Here you are. Good luck on your quest.
I must admit that I like this. I like this icon or cursor for the beans. It looks like they look like jelly beans or something. Are beans? So I'm not a gardener, but I don't think beans are normally this colorful, unless they are in fact jelly beans, which I don't think these are supposed to be.
You are holding a handful of small beans.
Okay, fair enough. Well, let's go ahead and save then. Got beans. I must admit, I like the way the gnome giggled. That was I like. It reminds me of how those of you who have played Worms might know that sometimes the worms make a sound kind of like. That sound amuses me greatly. I make that sound frequently in everyday life, which kind of weirds people out sometimes. I don't know why. Anyway, can we eat the beans? Oh,
You eat the magic beans. They tingle as they go down. Now, why did you do that?
Yes. Why did you do that, Graham? I think that just made the game unwinnable. I think because now we have no way of getting up into the clouds anymore. Okay, let's hold on. Let me just restore here. I'm curious does the gnome accept?
Well,
Does he accept both answers? So let me see. Hold on. What's Rumpelstiltskin backwards? I'll write it out here. Wait, is it? Hold on. Can I? Is it Is it Rumplestiltskin or Rumpelstiltskin? I don't even remember that now. Is it Rumple or Rumpel? I think it's Rumplestiltskin, but I'm not 100% sure about that. So wait, can I? Oh, you know what? I don't have the option to. Oh, that's annoying. I can't use like the arrow keys to navigate here like in a word processor, so I'll just have to. I was going to write what I see here backwards and then delete what I had written here, but I can't actually do that because I can't go back and forth in the text here. So, okay, I'm just going to have to, hold on, let's see. So it ends in N, obviously. Did I get that right? Rumpelstiltskin. Yes. Okay. It's harder to write backwards than you might think, or at least for me it is. Maybe it's just not a talent I have. Let's see if he takes this. Oh, I guess it takes both.
that's right. Outstanding.
Okay.
Well, here you are.
I guess they wanted to allow you the opportunity of using both solutions based on whether you wanted to go with the original solution or the updated solution. That's nice. I guess the gnome has two names then. I guess he has both names. He must have a very confusing looking passport. Okay, and just for completion's sake, since I'm curious now, what happens if you get it wrong? What happens if we give wrong answers? Something, I'll just...
Where in the world did you get that idea? That's not even close. You have 2 guesses left.
Okay.
You still haven't guessed my name. Ready to take another shot at it?
Yes, sir. Let's go.
How in the world did you think of that? That's not even close. You only have 1 guess left.
Oh, I think it is Trebek. All right, let's...
You still haven't guessed my name. Ready to take another shot at it?
All right, let's see. Let's just go ahead and... Let's just type random stuff.
Not by a long shot. You didn't guess my name, but I'm going to help you anyway, Sir Graham. Take this golden key. It will aid you on your quest, Sir Graham, but it's up to you to find out how. Well, step over here so I can give it to you. Here you are. Good luck on your quest.
And as most of you probably know,
This is a simple gold key.
the thing that you do with the key is actually vastly easier than the thing you do with the beans. At least in the original King's Quest. I wonder if they've simplified the whole thing with the beanstalk in this version of the game. Let's find out. So I'll restore to where I got the beans. And in case anyone doesn't know, I wanna try and get full points in this game, so that's why I'm doing this with the beans, because you get more points for doing the beans than the thing with the beans. Because sometimes you can tell if they put stuff in the beans. I think I might have made that same joke or same reference when I played the original King's Quest 1. Can I plant the beans here?
You plant the magical beans in the fertile soil. Suddenly, something incredible begins to happen.
All right. I don't want to go up there yet because I'm missing the shield, which I will want for protection against our friend up there in the clouds. But I'm just curious, how does this? Yeah, so you do still have to do this manually. Is it notably easy? No, apparently it's still pretty easy to die.
Looks like you had a bad fall this spring.
Yes, indeed. All right. Well, we'll do that later because I want to get the shield anyway. How do we go about getting the shield? So, what I will need, I'm just trying to mentally think, what do I need before I actually go getting the shield? So, I will need. I'll need that and that and that. I think I have everything I need actually. Yeah, I think I have everything I need to go. What I need now then is to get caught by that bird. Not that bird. Funny as I mentioned that red bird went flying by, but I don't mean that bird. I mean you know, that huge condor that picks you up. I believe he appears on this screen, doesn't he? Or at least in the original he appeared on this screen. Does he appear somewhere else in this remake? Because I'm not sure what's going on now. It strikes me that I haven't seen. I've been here outside of the cave several times now, and I have yet to actually see the bird show up. So I wonder if oh, didn't they change the I wonder now if I seem to recall that they might have actually changed. Sierra might have actually changed the remake of this game such that the bird doesn't show up until you already have the other two treasures. I seem to remember something like that because I guess they thought it was too easy just to use the shield to protect yourself from you know, from the giant, and so you had to do something else to. Oh, that's. Wait a minute. I still have the protective spell. Hold on, why isn't the spell wearing off? I just noticed that Graham still has that, you know, flashy fairy aura around him, which signifies the protective spell, but that should wear off after a few minutes, but for some reason it hasn't worn off. It just keeps going. If that's still active, that should also protect me from the giant. Well, okay, let's try it. I'm actually already at 20 minutes, so I should probably wrap up the video soon. But let's see how quickly I can actually, let's see how quickly I can do this. Is this going to take forever? I should probably save periodically. At least there's nice music to accompany us this time, which there wasn't in the original game. Okay, that obviously wasn't what I wanted to do.
Looks like you had a bad fall.
It's quite also quite annoying that I can't seem to restore as he's falling, so I have to wait and see that snarky death screen every time. Okay, I think
Looks like you had a bad fall.
I'm going too high. Oh, or maybe,
Looks like you had a bad fall.
not sure. What's the Whoa.
Looks like you had a bad fall.
I'm trying to use the arrow keys to get a bit more precision, and that does not appear to be working out very... Oh, dear.
Looks like you had a bad fall.
What part of him needs to be on the beanstalk? I thought maybe his hands need to be on the beanstalk so he doesn't lose his grip, but maybe his feet should stay on the beanstalk. Is that... Oh yeah, I guess that's how we... I guess we want to make sure that his feet stay on the beanstalk. That seems to be the more important... Oh, am I already up here? Oh, no, I'm... Whoopsie daisy. Okay, that was dumb.
Looks like you had a bad fall.
I saw some clouds and I thought, oh, maybe we're already here. Maybe I can just walk off. But no, apparently it's not that simple. Okay, let's see.
There are clouds all around you. You can see neither the land below nor the top of the beanstalk above you. In fact, there's very little to see up here at all, except clouds.
Yes. Alright, let's keep going. Yeah, it seems like as long as his feet stay on the beanstalk, we're okay. Alright, and we made it. We're up here in the,
What a beautiful sight. The clouds stretch out in every direction beyond you. Near the beanstalk, they even seem thick enough to stand on.
Well, yeah, that's what we're doing, isn't it? Okay. Let me just quickly save here, and very quickly, I'm just curious, is our protective spell still active? Because if so, then we can just stand around and don't have to worry about the giant at all. Wow, I like the colors. Wow, man.
These weirdly shaped trees tower over you.
They're not that weirdly shaped, but the colors are not normally colors I associate with trees.
The fairy godmother's spell is protecting you.
Yeah, the spell is still active. It even tells us. So... yeah, so he just wanders around, and...
The enormous giant has been carrying that heavy chest for longer than he can remember.
I don't even see... Oh, he's got it in his left... He's got it under his left arm, so when we see his right side, we don't see him carrying the chest. Why isn't the spell wearing off, though? That's bizarre.
The giant is getting tired of looking for you. Seems like he may be getting ready to take a nap.
Okay. Bizarre. I don't know why the spell's not wearing off, because it's only supposed to last a couple...
Good job. The huge giant, tuckered out from stomping around, has fallen fast asleep.
Yeah, the spell is supposed to wear off after a couple of minutes, but there seems to be a glitch that's causing it to last indefinitely, which is not bad. I guess it makes some certain things easier like this. So, okay, folks, I'll go ahead and stop the video here, and we'll carry on next time. Yeah, we're getting fairly close to the end of the game already, I think. So, yeah, we'll see how it goes next time around. All right, I'll see you then, folks. Thanks for watching. Ta-ta for now.